How's it going, guys? David here. I want to show you how to get landing pages for about $65 per year. A lot of people out there starting out with online business don't really want to pay the higher fee to get started with something like ClickFunnels. This is not really going to be a comparison to ClickFunnels. There's a lot of different variations between landing page services. So this is just a really inexpensive way for you to go out there and start collecting leads. Card is about $65 per year, and that gives you unlimited one-page websites. So I'm creating a landing page right now for a site called iwearai.com, and I'm just going to show you how to actually put the form into Card, because I have another video kind of showing how to actually build sites with Card, so you can check that out. So I've got this site put together right now, and the template that I'm using here has an image for the background, so I've just uploaded the image that I want to use, which I just downloaded off of Pexels, and Pexels allows you to find images that you can use that are copyright free or royalty free, so that you can't get in trouble for using them. So just make sure to pay attention to the images that you use on your site. So that's the image I used. So we got that uploaded and all the text is in. I'm just going to show you now how to actually add the form in there so you can start collecting email addresses if you do not have email autoresponder or a service like that. So what we're going to do is just select an area that we want to place the form. So in this case, I want it to go right below this text right here. So I'm going to select this text box and hit the plus sign, and then we're going to put in a form. And this form will pop up here, and you can go ahead and make sure that's selected. And what we want to have it selected to is contact. Sign up would be through a service like MailChimp, another autoresponder service, but we want to just leave it as a contact. And then the recipient email is actually going to be your email address, your personal email address. So when somebody fills out this form, it's going to go directly to you into your email. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in here real quick. Okay, so now it's going to go directly to my inbox, and we'll just leave this. This is the message that will pop up in a little pop-up after they submit their information. So we'll just put thank you. We'll just go ahead and leave that now, or how that is. Or you can redirect to a URL. So if you're an affiliate marketer, or you're just collecting leads and then forwarding to another page, you can go ahead and put your affiliate link here, or whatever website you want to redirect after they fill out this form. In this case, I'm just going to leave them on my page. So we're just going to put the display message and then thank you. But if you were to redirect, this would pop up and you would redirect to your affiliate link or website or whatever that may be. So I'm just going to leave that as display message and contact, and then the form here, we're just going to have their name, email, and then message, we'll leave that, and then submit, we'll go ahead and leave that. This is the tab where you can edit the name, so I could change this. We'll put it all caps. And then on click, I could require a payment. So if I'm selling something on here, I could require a payment, but right now we're just going to leave that default on click. And then in here we can adjust, some of the layout of this. So we're just going to go ahead and leave that on common column. And then the button, I can adjust the color. We'll go ahead and put in something a little brighter. And then I like to round the corners just a little bit. Looks a little nicer. Make that button a little bit smaller, a little bit wider, and I think that looks pretty good. So that's all it really takes. So now when somebody enters information here, that information will go directly to my email address. So we'll go ahead and click done, and what I've done here is just placed my footer, my website footer down here, and then I've also got this embed code right here. And what this is, if you're using a site like this, you want to make sure to have your privacy policy, terms and conditions, and all that stuff. So make sure to do some research on that. And I've just used a site called Termly for this. So it's very easy to do. I can just grab this code and then I can go ahead and place it inside of here so that anytime somebody comes to this site, the little cookie banner will pop up down below, and it'll have them say okay to let them know that I might be tracking their information. So just make sure to do some research on that. Termly is a really good template service for site information like that, for privacy policies, cookie policies, and all that stuff. There are quite a few different services out there, so you can go out there and just check around and see which one you want to take a look at. But make sure to do your legal research on that type of stuff before you start just collecting people's information. So now that that is done, I'm going to go ahead and add the privacy policy link as well. So Termly gives me this link that I can actually use. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this, and then in the text field you'll notice some of this information right down here. So I'm going to use this information right here to link to my privacy policy or cookie policy. So what we're going to do is just copy what information is down here. So what we're going to do is just put in these brackets, and we'll put in we'll go ahead and paste their link. We'll click done, and you can see that that is clickable now, so that people on the page can also click that to read the cookie policy. So we'll go ahead and save this. For sake of making this video a little quicker, I went ahead and used a card URL, but I'm going to be switching it to my own personal domain here in a second, so I'll show you how to do that. But I have this set up as iwearai.card.co, so I'm going to go ahead and publish this information. And we'll view the website. And you notice this cookie policy pops up down here. So we can click continue, and then that goes away. Looks like I need to delete this break. So this break right here actually divides the page. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. Go ahead and resave. Okay, now we can see this information right down here. Click continue. They can view the policy if they want to. So, you know, they got all this information. Back to the website. If we put in a name, so I'm just going to put in okay, so I put in this information. Now we click submit. And then it says thank you up here. So we'll click OK. And now if I check my email, I should get, you see this little email popped up right here. And this is the information that comes through. So now what I can do is start collecting these emails and just filing them in a file into a CSV or a numbers file, whatever you have out there, to make a CSV file so that later on you'll have all those emails to use to promote to. And you can just, you know, for now, just respond to these people while your list is small, just like you would a normal contact, and send them emails that way. Just starting out. So if your budget is limited, this is a really great way to start building nice looking landing pages, and for really inexpensive. So I just wanted this to show you this as an option out there for some of you that can't really afford a more expensive service right now. $65 per year to be able to collect emails is a really smart investment in my opinion. So go ahead and check that out. It's just called Card, and I'll put a link to that somewhere around this video. But right now I'm going to show you how to actually connect your card site to your domain. So I'm going to go ahead and click this Save button again. And we're going to select Custom Domain. So I'm going to put in iwearai.com. This is the domain that I've already purchased through GoDaddy. So you can see this information down here pops up. So I'm going to go over to the Domain Manager. And I've already got the DNS Management tab open for this domain. eyewearai.com. So this is what comes right after you purchase your domain. What we're going to do is delete this one, but we're going to leave this CNAME record right here. This one is one we're going to leave. So we're just going to click this edit on this one, the one that's 600 seconds, and delete it. Okay, and now we're going to add an A record with the host at, and then we're going to point to that IP address right there. And that is these instructions right here. A record, point to the host with the @ sign, and then the target is that IP address. So we'll just go ahead and leave the TTL to 1 hour, just leave that default, okay? And then this CNAME record, the www with the value @ sign, this @ sign actually means whatever domain you're inside of. So in this case, I'm already editing the records inside of eyewearai.com. So the @ sign is perfectly fine to leave there. If I was to copy that and then edit this record and paste it in there, you can see it just goes back to the value of the @ sign. So that's all you have to do. Do not include this little period at the very end on card. Do not include that. Only include your domain. Make sure that your domain is set up this way without that period. And like I said, it should default to that @ sign. So this is the setup. We just added an A record that points to this IP. We left the CNAME record how it was. And now what we want to do is go ahead and click publish. And this will usually take a few hours for this to go live. So if you don't see view site, if you don't see this button clickable right away, just go ahead and give it some time and check back in an hour or so, and it should be ready to go. It says that it can take up to 48 hours, but I've never had that take that long. So just keep checking back. And then that's all it takes to connect your site to your own domain. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them below. Love to help you guys out with landing pages, questions on affiliate marketing, whatever it may be. Go ahead and leave those questions and make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.